Good afternoon, Willow Springs. I'm Graham Harlan.
And I'm Elena Klinger.
This is Miss Snodgrass's 5th period class, and WSMS News starts now.
Bitter cold is gripping through the nation with record-setting lows.
That same cold snap cancels out our first cross-country meet.
7th grade girls basketball dominates our first home game of the season.
Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, but some people are already breaking out the Christmas decorations. Is it too early? Some say there is a benefit of decking the halls so soon.
These colorful altars welcome back the spirits back to the living. We explain the meaning of Day of the Dead.
A popular social media app has taken the heart away, but for a good reason.
All this and more coming up on WSMS News.
Welcome back. This is Willow Springs News. A bitter cold front blew through the United States earlier this week. It hit North Texas hard. Here's Mia Bach with the forecast. So Mia, how cold did it get?
Thanks guys, I'm Mia Bach here to bring you your local weather. Our temperatures have reached an all-time low after a cold front came through North Texas this past week. On Tuesday and Wednesdays, temperatures fell into the 20s and hit a record low. It's warmed back up into the 50s today and tomorrow and should reach near 70 by the weekend. We'll have lots of sunshine, but it's going to be cold, so you better bundle up. Now over to Megan Clark with national weather.
Thanks, Mia. This Monday we had a massive cold front move all across the U.S., which is now causing many temperature records to break, including some from the 1800s. The record low for this time of the year is 30 degrees below average. This massive cold front moved in from Canada, which had cold air stretching all the way from Montana to Maine, bringing some snow to the Ohio River Valley, which hopefully marks the end of hurricane season. That's all for national weather. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Megan. Our 7th grade girls performed incredibly well Monday night, taking advantage of their first home game, barely allowing any baskets from the other team.
Here's the sports crew to break it down.
This Monday night, WSMS hosted the first home basketball games of the season against Rockwall Kane. Large crowds cheered the Lady Leopards on. 7th grade girls dominated all 3 games. A, B, and C all won their games by a large margin. The score of A team was 44-12. Kane was scoreless until late in the last quarter. B team killed it with 33 points, only allowing 4 points to be scored against them. And then C team monopolized the game with a score of 25-8.
7th grade boys were away, and both B and C pulled out big wins against Kane. B team won 51-15 and C team won 40-11. The A team was more competitive, with our boys coming from behind and nearly pulling off a win. The final score was 23-28. Our 8th grade boys will be home tonight and the girls will be at Rockwall Kane. Players are hoping the crowds turn out to support the Leopards. The first game starts at 5:30.
Tomorrow night, our varsity Leopards football team take on Roy City in the 2019 Football State Championships, the 5A D2 tournament. Quarterback Ralph Rucker is expected to come back from an injury that put him out in last Friday's game against Frisco. Backup quarterback sophomore Noah Nadeau started off strong with a pair of touchdown passes to sophomore Dylan McGee, with a quick 14-0 advantage on their first 2 drives. But Frisco changed strategies and ended up beating the Leopards 17-35.
Our high school volleyball team is also in the playoffs. The game Tuesday night at McKinney Boyd High School played Frisco Liberty and was intense, playing 5 sets. The 4th set went 34-32 with the Lady Leopards winning. The next varsity game is regionals on Friday night at 7 in Red Oak.
Cross country is supposed to have a meet Tuesday here at WSMS, but the frigid temperatures and excessive wind forced the meet to be rescheduled. Wrestling is starting up, but also was canceled due to unforeseen damage to the school gym. Let's take a look at national sports with Kyle. So Kyle, how did our Cowboys do this weekend?
Last Sunday, the Cowboys faced off against the Vikings and lost 28-24. Dak Prescott threw for nearly 400 yards with 3 touchdowns, but they still couldn't pull off the win. This Sunday, the Cowboys head north to Detroit to face the Lions. The stats on Dallas' offense suggest they'll be able to surpass the Lions' defense. And Detroit's QB, Matthew Stafford, is still out with a back fracture. In college ball, Texas had a 27-24 win against Kansas State and is now ranked 22nd. Also, for the first time in 9 years, LSU upset Alabama with a score of 46-42, putting LSU in the '1 spot again. 7th grader Braden Gibson was at the game.
So my parents woke me up real early and they surprised me with tickets to go to the game. So we just left real early, got there a little bit later in the afternoon, and yeah, that's basically just how it happened. Well, Bryant-Denny Stadium is the best stadium of all time. The atmosphere is just really cool. The SEC Nation and College Game Day was there. We got to see Lee Corso choose his pick. Sadly, it was LSU, but Bama, we're going to go undefeated on the year from now on and win the national championship. Well, Alabama didn't come out on top, but at the end of the day, we're still going to make the playoffs. Right now, we're ranked number 5, right below Georgia, which they shouldn't be in the playoff hunt right now. They lost to South Carolina. And I feel like we're going to make the playoffs, beat LSU in the first round, and then beat Ohio State in the championship.
On Monday, the Mavs played the Celtics and lost 116 to 106. And tonight, they match up against the Knicks at 7 o'clock. That's all for National Sports.
Thanks, guys. Look like we are off to a great start with our winter sports. Nice going, everyone.
Flavored vaping pods could soon be a thing of the past. Here's Noel Novotny and Claudia Lindingberg with headline news.
E-cigarette company Juul announces they are discontinuing their mint-flavored vape because it's the most loved flavor by teens. President Trump says he'll be meeting with those in the vaping industry after he announced he wants to ban all e-flavored cigarettes to curtail the rise in vaping among young people. Thousands of people are protesting in front of the White House, holding signs saying, "We vape, we vote." On a side note, an otherwise healthy Michigan teen just underwent the first double lung transplant due to vaping. Doctors say they've never seen anything like this before when viewing the 16-year-old's lung x-ray. The 16-year-old boy wants the public to see these terrible pictures of his lungs. An explosion has recently taken place in space. Let's send it over to Claudia for our special report.
NASA recently detected a huge thermonuclear explosion deep in outer space. NASA reports the explosion was from stellar remains of a star that exploded in a supernova but was not big enough to form a black hole. The burst was spotted because of X-ray beams it sent out. NASA thinks the explosion was caused by helium that fused into a ball of carbon. They say the helium erupted explosively and unleashed a thermonuclear fireball across the entire pulsar surface.
On Monday, a rare event happened where Mercury crossed over the path of the sun. It was a very thrilling event for sky watchers around the world. Like a solar eclipse, to see the event you had to wear special glasses. It looked like there was a small hole in the sun. It won't happen again until 2032, so if you missed it, you'll have to wait 13 more years. McDonald's released their first seasonal ice cream flavor since 2012 on Monday called the Snickerdoodle McFlurry. They announced that the new product is keeping dessert menus delightful while the weather is frightful. It consists of the chain's most famous vanilla soft serve, along with the cinnamon swirl cookie crumbles. It should be a good holiday season at McDonald's. That's it for Headline News. Back to you guys.
When we come back, we take a look at how popular social media app is trying to make users experience with less competition and more inspiration.
Also, our school hosted an all-region band competition, and several of our students made the cut. But first, here's a commercial break.
Is this thing on? Are we live yet?
Yes.
Are we live? Oh. Hello, Willow Springs Middle School, teachers, students. Mr. Messer here. Just wanted to share with you some more information about the great turkey trot next week. The turkey trot! So excited. Going to be a great day. Great day for a morning run. I'm a little purple today from all my running that I did last week. I apologize. Okay. I'm here with my friend Mr. Turkey. Hello, Mr. Turkey. Well, Mr. Turkey doesn't talk. Whoops. Just a reminder that the Turkey Trot will be next Wednesday. Make sure that you are raising funds for the City of Dallas Emergency Fund through your advisory classes. You can bring money to your class or you can pay online. Looking forward to a great Turkey Trot. Going to be a great day of running. Any questions? Anybody have any questions in the audience today? Yes, you in the back over there. Yes.
How long will the course be?
Great question. The course will be about 1.3 miles. That's correct. 1.3 miles. One time around the entire campus. Should be fun. A couple times around the track. Good course. Yes. Any other questions? Questions, audience? Anyone? You over there in the back? Yes.
What time does the 8th graders and 7th graders run?
Great question. Your advisory teachers have that information. The 7th graders will run first, followed by the 8th graders. I believe the 7th graders run at about 9:40, and the 8th graders run at about 10:30, something like that. Any other questions? Questions? Yes, you there.
What should we wear?
Dress. You are welcome to wear anything comfortable that you would like to run in for the race. If you need to shower or change clothes after the race, we will have the locker rooms open. This would be for the students that run. For students that walk, we will not be changing clothes or showering. This will just be for the students who compete in the race and run. Remember that all students will participate in the race. You can walk, you can run, or you can skip. Any other questions? Well, very good. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to seeing you next week at the Willow Springs Turkey Trot. Next Wednesday, bring your money, helping the Tornado Relief Fund of North Dallas. Thank you.
Next Wednesday is the Turkey Trot to raise money for the tornado recovery. 8th graders run from 9:15 to 10:15. Then 7th graders run from 10:20 to 11:20.
The spelling bee is tomorrow from 9:30 to 11 in the cafeteria. Classes are welcome to go.
Mrs. Smith's Spanish class has been learning about a Mexican holiday and made colorful displays. Christian Giordano reports on why students studied this holiday.
Are they always what do I told you about it? They're smiling. They're always smiling.
Halloween was a few weeks ago, but there was another celebration held right after Halloween called El Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead.
Do we see any blood or darkness on their skulls? No, never. They're always bright, colorful, and festive.
It's not a sad or scary holiday. It's a celebration to celebrate the dead and remember them.
The Day of the Dead is a celebration that it's originally in Mexico, and it's celebrating the loved ones that they're gone. So we're celebrating their lives when they were here.
The Day of the Dead is a very old celebration originally started by the Aztecs. They believed that on the Day of the Dead, their past loved ones would come back and visit them.
It started a long, long time ago. It's a pre-Hispanic culture or tradition that started with the Aztecs. They believe that there's a life after death, and that they always have to remember the loved ones they're past.
People who celebrate the Day of the Dead make altars or ofrendas that honor their past loved ones. Spanish students here made these, and they were displayed last week. People also eat the traditional Day of the Dead bread.
We celebrate it very happy. We call it's a happy and never a sad day. It's a happy to remember them. We make ofrendas or altars. We put pictures of the person that passed, things that they like or enjoy when they were alive, food or drinks. We get together as a family. And that day, November 1st or 2nd, at night, after dinner, you have the Day of the Dead bread.
Pan de muerto. What is the shape? It's the shape of an eye.
The family cuts them as in a table, and you have hot chocolate.
And what are we drinking? Chocolate caliente, right? Is that the same as the cocoa that we drink? No. No? What is the difference? You're trying it right now.
It's tasty.
It's what? It has cinnamon on it.
It's kind of a sweet and sour celebration.
Spanish students really enjoyed the celebration, especially the Day of the Dead bread they got to taste in class.
My favorite part was the food and watching the movie.
My favorite part of Day of the Dead was probably the hot chocolate and watching Coco.
Mrs. Viz's hot chocolate. Eating the bread, probably. That was really good.
The food, because it's really good.
The Day of the Dead is increasingly being celebrated around the world each year, and many people are starting to celebrate it here in the U.S. too.
No, we just enjoy it, and I'm very happy that a lot of the cultures in other countries are adopting that tradition as well. And I was very happy to introduce it to my students. Seems like they enjoy and they did a really good job on their projects.
You're going to follow this tradition at home, class?
For WSMS News, I'm Christian Giordano.
Today is the start of the WSMS musical Annie Jr. at Lovejoy High School. Showtime is 7 o'clock in the theater. There are also shows on Friday and Saturday night. Plenty of tickets are still available. WSMS hosted all-region band tryouts this week, and we had 17 finalists make it with 4 alternates. Here's a look at the winners and a video of their talents.
Family, faculty, and students will be able to see these amazing students perform in the All-Region Band Concert Saturday afternoon, December 14th.
Don't forget the Turkey Trot next week.
Welcome to social media. Instagram says that they will be testing hiding likes this week in random accounts all over the United States. It's all part of a movement to make users experience less of a competition and more ways to connect with people they love.
So they're taking away the heart?
Well, not exactly. Friends won't be able to see the heart icon, but individual users will.
So I see. So there's not a feeling of isolation when people see how many likes they get for maybe a similar post.
Yes. Also, they say that they want to help users' mental state focusing on inspiration rather than comparing yourself to someone else.
Like some stars who are photoshopped in the best lighting you can't compete with. I like the idea.
They haven't said which states will be participating, but they said that they want Instagram to be less competitive and more about creating.
Facebook has unveiled their new logo. They say they changed it so people know the difference between their main app and their various apps.
YouTube launched an updated tablet and desktop app layout. You can now see the clear thumbnails, longer video titles, and remove some content tabs. And now for advisory check.
On Monday, we talked about managing failure and how to deal with it. Make sure to bring your items you signed up for the Thanksgiving food drive.
That's it for social media. Back to you guys.
The holidays are right around the corner. Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, and that's when a lot of new movies are released.
Yes, and I love going to see the movies during the holiday season. Don't you, Luca?
Yes, and we decided to let y'all know of some new movies that are coming out for kids and families.
Frozen is one of the biggest animated movies ever, and it's been 6 years, and Disney is finally releasing a sequel. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Elsa, the past is not what it seems. You must find the truth. Go to the enchanted lands and into the unknown.
Promise me we do this together, okay?
I promise.
Every day it's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go?
It's very alluring. Without you, she may lose herself to it.
Protect Arendelle at all costs.
I believe in you, Elsa, more than anyone or anything.
Quick question. Is the whole putting us in mortal danger gonna be a regular thing?
Wow, that looks very exciting. It is released on November 22nd. About a month later, another super fun movie is coming out.
On December 27th, Spies in Disguise comes out. Spies in Disguise is an animated movie. In the movie, the world's best spy turns into a pigeon.
And he has to work as a team with his partner to complete his missions in disguise. Let's take a peek at the trailer.
Guess it's time to introduce myself. Lance Stardy. Just 3 ounces of pressure to the vagus nerve, and then look at your boy, sleepy night-night.
Lance Sterling, a legendary spy who's always dressed to impress. Walter Beckett graduated MIT at 15 and works in the Tech Innovations Lab.
There are so many gadgets I want to test in the field. For example, the inflatable hug. Kind of a personal protection device I've been developing.
I miss my hands. I gotta stay.
We have different skill sets. That's what makes us such a great team.
Walter, you're squeezing too. Oh! What happens in the submarine stays in the submarine.
This movie looks very interesting and I can't wait to see it. Back to you guys.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All of our favorite Christmas movies and the sweet, sweet smell of cookies baking in the oven. Majority of people put their tree up the day after Thanksgiving, but many are starting to put up their decorations earlier and earlier.
A lot of recent studies have shown that the earlier we put up our Christmas decorations, the better we feel.
These studies state that when we put up our decorations, it can relieve us of our stress and anxiety by anchoring a pathway to excitement of childhood. Miss Borderline states that seeing all of the warm and cozy lights can relieve us of our stress.
Christmas decorations absolutely reduce people's stress and anxiety. People put them up because they bring them happiness and joy. Just looking at the bright colors and the warm lights gives people a sense of calm and joy and happiness, the spirit of the season.
For WSMS News, I'm Megan Clark.
This week, we decided to ask some of y'all if you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas. Do you think it's too early?
No, I'm gonna start decorating pretty soon.
Yeah, same.
I'm going here with Kevin and Noah McGee. Kevin, do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
Yes. Yeah, we haven't. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
I'm here with Eva. Eva, do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No.
Why?
Because it's November.
I'm Greyhound here with Ben Muirhead. Ben, do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
Yes.
Why?
Because we haven't gotten them good Thanksgiving eats.
Thank you. I'm here with
Madison, Sophie, Kayla.
Do y'all think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No. No. No.
Why?
Well, you know, you want to get in the spirit. Because everyone thinks it's Christmas after it's Halloween. Yeah, we need to wait for Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I'm here with Hayden Hawkins. Hayden, do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No, it is not.
Why?
Because it's good to start the spirit.
I'm here with Bennett. Do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No.
Why?
Because Christmas is the best holiday.
Thank you. I'm here with Maya. Do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No.
Why?
Because, I mean, it's like Christmas is Christmas, and if you celebrate God, it's never too early to celebrate God.
I'm here with Garen. Do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No.
Why?
Because Christmas is holly jolly and Christmas is very happy. It's a happy time of the year.
Thank you.
I'm Greyhound here with Lenny Klinger. Lenny, do you think it's too early to decorate for Christmas?
No.
Why?
Make sure and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That's it for our announcements.
Have a good day, and remember, leopards roar as one. Roar.
Voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly.